This week on Cruisin' New England. This week, it's Econoline vans and pickups, antique toys, and a side trip to see some classic trucks and an amazing Kodak camera collection. I'm Paul Manette, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Cruisin' New England. Today, we're going vanning in Rhode Island. We're going to a van gathering. We're going to see vans, memorabilia, and a whole lot more, all here on Cruisin' New England. All my life, I've been cruising New England, meeting great people, visiting amazing places, and discovering wonderful classic and custom car collections, nostalgic automobilia, and so much more. Come on and join our adventure. I'm Paul Manette. Let's go cruising. Find out what's happening. Get up-to-date information as I travel throughout New England and beyond. To get exclusive information and behind-the-scenes photos, join me on Facebook.
In the market for new tires? There's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. We beat anyone, any day. Online prices? We beat them. Wholesale clubs? Other tire dealers? We beat them. No matter what the brand or the size, Town Fair Tire will beat any price, any day. And you always get all these services free. That's why nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Don't miss the Amherst Outdoor Antique Auto Show and Flea Market, Amherst, New Hampshire. The last Sunday of the month, April through October. Over 500 spots. Gates open at 6 a.m. with free admission.
Hi, I'm Jim Grundy, the old original from Grundy Worldwide Collector Car Insurance. We've been providing antique car insurance for 65 years, and now this year we have the latest and greatest state-of-the-art technology. Our new system allows you to go online on our website and get a quote in 2 minutes. If you like what you see, you can apply, plug in your credit card, and get your policy delivered to your email the same day. So for all your collector car insurance needs, try Grundy Worldwide.
Your special moments are something to remember. For weddings, portraits, and special events, contact Sparks Fly Photography.
Would you like to see more Cruisin' New England television? Now you can watch Cruisin' New England every day on our website television show. See past episodes featuring premier automobile collections, memorabilia, automobilia, and car shows. You'll see our visit with Charles Gould and his Matchbox Motors Microcar Museum, the Chevy Guy, John Broden's car collection and automobilia, and a whole lot more. Join us on our website television show at cruisingnewengland.com. Welcome to another episode of Cruisin' New England. This week I'm in Rhode Island. I'm with Bob Gebler. What is this? Is this a car show, a picnic? Do you have to be in a club? What are you running here?
No, it's just a bunch of friends. Just gathering. We all like the Econolines.
So basically what we're going to see here today is nothing but Econoline vans.
Yeah, early and the mid ones.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've owned one of these since 1973 when I turned 18.
So Bob, today we're going to meet a lot of your friends. We're going to have a look at some of their vans. But before we begin, let's talk about yours.
Okay, well, I own two of them. I own this yellow one right here. That's a 1965, 3 automatic, disc brakes, Mustang gas tank, 20-gallon tank.
So Bob, tell us what you have under the hood.
Well, I have a 302, but I have a brand new motor sitting in the back of that truck back there, a 302 with about 400 horses in it.
So you're saying it's not in here yet, you got it back there?
Yeah, I just got it back.
You also have another one here that's behind me.
Yes, I have a 1965 Falcon Club Wagon. I'm making it into a Woody.
Now, when you say make it into a Woody, you're going to make it look like it's wood with the paint?
Yes, we wood grained around the window. A friend of mine. We're doing the interior. I'm going to try to make it the best I can.
So, Bob, did you restore this interior yourself?
No, my friend Fred did it, who you're going to meet later on.
So show it to us.
Sure. Got a full custom interior, a wood grain dash. Paul, let me show you the back. We put a bed in the back, hardwood floor, custom seats in it. Used all the window moldings out of the Falcon Club Wagons and covered them all up and did the headliner all up. Got a couple of places for storage. We moved the battery over to this side. I have a few collectibles in there.
You even have a die-cast replica of this van.
Oh yeah. Okay, when we had the truck painted, I had Freddie paint this up exactly as the truck was done. Got the interior in it. It's signed by Alice Cooper.
The Alice Cooper?
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, he was coming to a golf course right next to my house, and I was amazed that he was just at a little putt-and golf course.
So Bob, let's go meet some of your friends.
Sure, we got a couple of great guys going to meet, the old Vans. And Paul, let me introduce you to Fred Corello, the host of the party.
Fred, thanks for inviting me here today.
Thanks for coming.
Looks like it's going to be a good day.
I hope so.
Now, I guess you have two vehicles here that you're going to show us. Both of them are finished, but they're two in very different conditions. Why don't you tell us about them?
Well, this one here is a 1965 Econoline pickup that's totally restored from the ground up. And I'm just finishing it. This one here I've had since 2006 and put over 56,000 miles on it, and it's been to Arkansas 3 times.
Wow, incredible that could go that many miles. Now, this one here, let's tell us a little bit more about this. Now, what about the paint on it?
It's a Corvette Sport Red Pearl. It was done about 2 years ago.
Now, do you have an all-stock motor in this?
Yes, and it's completely rebuilt.
Wow.
Hasn't been started yet.
Can you believe it? So it's a virgin engine here?
Yes, it is.
Now, what about the interior? Is that a stock interior?
No, that's a semi-custom interior that I've been doing because the stock interiors are very plain.
I think you can put a lot of money into something like this.
Probably about $40,000.
Could you recuperate that kind of money in restoring a van like that?
I don't think so.
So really, you're restoring it for yourself and for the love of the sport?
Correct.
Now, here's one here that you've taken to Arkansas. Tell me about it.
Well, that one's more like $3,000. Everything's rebuilt mechanically. The body's pretty much the way it was when I got it, except for I painted it flat black. It has a custom interior, and it's very dependable.
Fred, you said you took this all the way to Arkansas. Did you actually sleep in it, eat in it, or did you stay in hotels?
No, I slept in the van. I stayed at a campground at Petit Jean State Park.
That's incredible. So, and then how many days were you in it?
5 days.
So you have a lot of fun with it. You can even live in it.
Yes, you can.
Now, I understand you have a lot of collectibles that you want to show me. Bob was telling me you have all types of, toys and pedal cars, which I love. Are we going to be able to see those?
Sure can.
When you told me your attic was full, you weren't kidding. You got all kinds of stuff up here. But you know what caught my eye is those beautiful trains, and I know you're into trains. Tell me about what you have.
Oh, I have over there is a Lionel 773 steam locomotive, and a Lionel GG1, and a Lionel 2245 Texas Special. And they're in like new condition, and I've had those for quite a few years now.
You know, while we're on trains, I see on the floor over here in the corner you have a couple of pedal car trains, because they're very nice, and I hope you keep them in original condition, because that's my favorite way of showing them.
Yeah, I just cleaned them up a little.
Those look pretty old, Fred.
Yeah, they're probably made in the 1940s.
Yeah, that's what I think too. You have all types of scale cars. You must have literally thousands of them. Tell me about those.
Yeah, I got over 1,000 143 scale cars.
Are you still looking to find more stuff?
Yes, I'm still buying them. Anything that's different, I'll buy.
You got some great stuff up here, and on occasion we trade. You think you'd be willing to trade something with me today?
Yeah, maybe.
When we come back, we're going to find out just what Fred's willing to trade. All this and more on Cruisin' New England.
Order a bunch of parts to get ready for the car show this weekend?
And I got a hot deal, too.
You think? Think again.
Oh, man.
Tired of back orders? You need NPD. With 4 strategically located superstores, orders are shipped direct to your door within 1 to 3 business days. National Parts Depot has quality restoration parts for Ford Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free.
When September comes, the party begins. Cruise on over to the Big E in West Springfield, Mass, September the 13th through the 29th.
Experience McMulkin Chevrolet, one of the largest volume new and pre-owned Corvette dealers in the country.
I came here because I heard McMulkin has the largest selection of Corvettes in the Northeast.
I bought a ZR1 because I wanted the fastest production car out there.
McMulkin has one of the most extensive inventories of coupes and convertibles, available and ready for delivery.
The Taj Mahal of Chevy dealerships. If you haven't been around, you got to come and check this place out.
Make it the true American sports car, Corvette. McMulkin Chevrolet is your Corvette dealer.
Cruisin' New England magazine. Plan your cruise and car show season. Subscribe today at cruisingnewengland.com or call 508-428-8055.
Cash for Gold, the place to sell your unwanted gold and diamonds. Where you sell your jewelry is as important as where you buy it. We at Cash for Gold are diamond and gold specialists. We will buy all size diamonds, gold chains, rings, bracelets, silver coins, and even broken jewelry. Often we pay 2 to 3 times higher than pawn shop prices. We also pay up to 90% of the daily price of both diamonds and gold. We are the original, authentic, family-run Cash for Gold and have been for more than 28 years. Visit us at 527 South Broadway, Route 28 in Salem, New Hampshire. Would you like more information about the Cruisin' New England Car Show series? Go to our website at cruisingnewengland.com. We're back, and we discussed the trade before we went to break. And I know you had your eyes on this Cruisin' New England flame jacket. So I'm willing to make a trade, but it depends on what you got for me.
I got a few items I'd be willing to trade for.
Well, let's have a look.
Here's some silver Econoline pins.
They're very nice.
1954 Lionel number 50 gang car.
And those are those things that go back and forth on the tracks? Beautiful.
And a brand new set of Ford taillights for your van.
Now, you knew I needed these, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I'm in.
And one other item.
Beautiful.
Econoline van.
A military. And, you know, military stuff's really collectible. Well, I think that's well worth a trade for that jacket.
Oh, thank you very much.
We're back with Fred Corello, and we're going to talk about some of his memorabilia that he has here in the garage. How did you get started in collecting?
When I was a kid, I just kept all the toys I had, and I really liked them. Anything to do with cars, trains, airplanes, and I just like them, so I kept buying more and more of them.
Well, you certainly have a lot in your garage here, and let's talk about a few things that you do have. What are some of the favorite things that you've collected over the years?
Lionel trains and model cars. There's one over here I made when I was 10 years old, a 56 Ford pickup. And I have some very rare Frobley Econoline die-cast cars, 143 scale. They only made a few thousand of those. And I have the pedal cars.
Now, you have the complete set of those vans. Now, there were 3. Can you give us a little description of those toys?
Yes, they made one of the Econoline pickup, the Falcon Club Wagon window van, and the regular Econoline panel van.
Now, I collect pedal cars, and it's very rare to see an all-original dump truck pedal car. And you have one over here, and I really like it. And I like the patina that's on it. I would not restore something like that. I love the way it looks. Tell me about where you got it.
That was given to me by a friend along with the fire truck, and I gave them to my grandson, and he wants to leave them just the way they are.
And what about the fire truck that you have right there?
The same person gave me that fire truck too.
Now, Fred, there are people who just collect nothing but U-Haul memorabilia, and you have a piece over there that's pretty outstanding, that little trailer, and you don't get a chance to see a lot of those. Where did you pick up something like that?
I found that at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, at the swap meet there a couple of years ago, and it's all original. It has very few scratches and chips in it, and it's in very good condition.
Now, you also told me that you picked up another truck there at an event that you went to.
Yes, I was on vacation in Arkansas at the Mid-South Econoline meet, and I stopped at an antique shop on the way home, and I found a U-Haul truck at one of the antique shops, so I had to have it.
Well, it's a beautiful piece, and it's going to really look nice with your collection. Who are we here with now, Bob?
Let me introduce you to Jim Arsenal.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
How's it going?
So I guess we have a world-renowned vehicle here.
It is world-renowned. Everybody in Europe knows it, Canada, everywhere.
Why?
Just Google it, Super Van Aki. It comes right up on the internet.
Now, did you build this yourself?
I did, 3 months.
And tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, it's a super van. It's government issued, one of only 2 known as an ambulance. This was Woodstock, Connecticut's ambulance first response body snatcher.
What year is it?
66. Yeah. It's got a 240 cubic inch 6-cylinder. It's got more horsepower than your average 6-cylinder because it's government issue.
When you bought this, was it an ambulance?
It was still an ambulance, red and white.
Now, the interesting part here is, why didn't you take it and restore it as an ambulance?
That's a great question. Everybody asked me, even the ambulance gurus, guy in Connecticut collects ambulances. He went out of his mind. He found out that I bought that.
Tell us what you've done with the interior.
I was shooting for the 60. Since it's a 66, I looked in the color charts. I found all the period colors. I even used the period paint, like an acrylic enamel and stuff like that. So basically, we bought some faux fur, they call it, like stuffed animal, and I just went crazy with it.
Well, you've done a great job with it. What did you do with the exterior of this?
So I sandblasted everything, realigned all the doors, did the body work, put all new rubbers on, basically come up with the paint scheme. So I named it Super Van Aki with the wife.
Let me tell you something, you did a great job with it. To see this thing as it sits now, and it was an ambulance, it's unbelievable. Awesome job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing it with us today. Good for you. When we come back, we'll be in Ocala, Florida to see some classic trucks and an amazing Kodak camera collection. Welcome to the Town Fair Tire Recognition Award Series. Each week we're going to be giving away an award to recognize a classic car owner throughout New England. I'm here with Jim Giuliano. He's the Vice President of Marketing and Advertising for Town Fair Tire.
Paul, Town Fair Tire is a proud sponsor of the Recognition Award Series. At the end of the series, we're going to have a Town Fair Tire Choice Award winner for the $500 gift certificate.
It's going to be very exciting. Jim, let me introduce you to Suzanne Baker.
Suzanne, tell us about your car.
It's a 2003 Mustang GT Kenny Bell Supercharged.
Awesome looking vehicle. On behalf of Town Fair Tire, I'd like to thank you for coming down, present you with a plaque and a gift certificate.
Get to Town Fair Tire. You always get free mounting, free flat repair, free tire rotation, free snow tire changeover. Drive with confidence. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
We're here in Ocala, Florida to visit with Rick Schmidt, Vice President of National Parts Depot, and today we're going to have a look at pickup trucks.
Yeah, we got a decent little truck collection here at NPD.
Oh, we're going to start off right here with a 1931.
This is a 1931 Model A pickup truck. It's a restored truck that came out of Colorado. It was restored by a good friend of my father's who used to actually use it as an errand truck, and we picked it up about 10 years ago. It's just a nifty little truck.
Now, what do we have here?
This is a 1956 F100 big window cab. You see it's got the wraparound rear window, which is a very desirable cab on a 56 Ford. And it's one of the only street rods. We've only got a couple of street rods, and they're both trucks here in the entire collection. Usually we're into original, we're boring. We like the original stock or low mile stuff.
Well, let's talk about what they've done to this, because evidently it's not an all-stock vehicle.
It's got a modern Ford 302 in it. It's got a Chrysler rack and pinion steering underneath it, so it's definitely not a stock F100. You can just tell by how low it, the frame is all pinstriped, although it's gotten kind of dirty from all the use it's gotten through the years. It's got a little bit of patina on it, but my dad's had a lot of smiles in this truck.
Hey, he takes it for a ride, that's why.
It's a more or less stock 302 four-barrel. I wouldn't say that this truck is the fastest truck in the world, but it's just a nice running, reliable, modern 302 roller 302, and couldn't tell you how many miles we've put on it. It's just been a very good, reliable, nice driving truck.
This is a truck that you use to go to cruise nights, local car shows, and it's a great driver. Is this a car or is it a pickup truck?
It's both. It's both. It's a 1972 El Camino. It's like I said, it's a 72 El Camino. It's only got 6,800 original miles on it, and it's just pristine. It's still sitting on its original tires, all original paint, interior. It's just absolutely untouched.
Truck or car?
I'd say it's a car.
It's not just parts that you have here in automobiles. What else?
We've got cameras. We've got what is most likely the largest Kodak collection, not just cameras, but also marketing artifacts and manuals and toys and anything and everything Kodak related. We've got in these cases, and there's a whole ton of it that we don't even have room to put in the cases. The collection was started by my grandfather. My grandfather sold pneumatic cylinders and valves to Kodak that they used in their assembly lines to automate manufacturing. Kodak was my grandfather's largest customer. So he got into collecting cameras not because he was a big photography nut, but because he was a big fan of Kodak's precision manufacturing processes, and he thought that the cameras were works of art. So in his travels all through the 60s and 70s, because he drove everywhere in his motorhome, he would stop at antique shops and flea markets on the side of the road and buy up cameras. And it grew and grew and grew, and my grandfather passed away several years ago, but my uncle, my dad's younger brother, continues to keep on adding to the collection, and it's comprehensive. It goes from the very first Kodak cameras right up to very modern day stuff like that color burst that you're holding in your hands. So just all sorts of neat stuff. You could literally spend days in here going through and picking through all of the Kodak memorabilia that we have.
So Rick, I understand you've even had Kodak employee retirees here.
Yes, we have, and they walk in because they stumble in here. They don't know the cameras are in here. Usually, they're part of a car club tour, and they'll come in here and go, "Oh my gosh, I used to work for Kodak. I was the executive, this, that, or the other thing," and they stumble onto it, and they've all agreed that this is the largest accumulation of everything Kodak that they're knowledgeable of. So.
It's quite a collection.
Yeah, it's fun when we get a Kodak person in here to see these.
Well, great. And I appreciate you sharing that with us today. So Rick, it's just an incredible collection. Every time I come here, I'm in awe. I mean, you have wonderful automobiles here, memorabilia, all kinds of stuff. It's just a pleasure coming here.
Oh, we enjoy having you. It's only fun when people get to see it.
So it's been great seeing this wonderful collection of cameras. You just never know what you're going to see here at National Parts Depot, and I can't wait to come back in the future.
We'd be happy to have you.
Well, thank you very much. When we come back, more Econolines on Cruisin' New England.
Hi, my name is Neil Murley, Murley's Car Care Center. We are Southern New England's Sunoco race fuel dealer. Save on Sunoco race fuel right off Route 3 in Weymouth Heights. And good luck on the track.
These are the faces of childhood food allergies. To these kids, it's not about the inconvenience of restricting peanut products and other food allergens at school or at camp. To more than 6 million of our precious children, it can be a matter of life and death. Help us keep all of our children safe. Learn to recognize allergic reactions. Know the facts about food allergies.
Visit the Wood Museum of Springfield History in Springfield, Mass., home of the world's largest Indian motorcycle collection, and Springfield-built cars like Rolls-Royce and the Duryea. Would you like information about Cruisin' New England Productions? Cruisin' New England magazine has been the premier auto and events magazine for over 20 years. Cruisin' New England Car Show series includes the Elite Dream Machines at Mohegan Sun Casino, the Super Wheel Showdown on City Hall Plaza, Boston, the Circle of Champions at the Big E Fair, and the Spooktacular Cruisin' Classic. Or for personal appearances by Paul Manette or advertising on our television show, contact us at cruisenewengland@aol.com.
Building Maintenance Services. We've been servicing the Northeast since 1990. We service and repair revolving doors, automatic and handicap doors. We can help you design an attractive, efficient entrance you can be proud of. Protect your investment and secure your property with yearly maintenance contracts and 24-hour service. Whether an office, medical, or commercial high-rise, we'll get the job done right for you. Building Maintenance Services.
We're back in Rhode Island at the van gathering, and we're going to talk to a few more people today, aren't we, Bob?
Yes, we are. We're going to talk to Judy and Dale Scully.
Nice to meet you, Dale.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Judy. Beautiful van. Why don't you tell me what you have here?
I got it's a 65 Econoline. Got a V8 in it, automatic.
Well, you put a fancy paint job on it, and you have some graphics here. Tell us about what you did with that.
It was the painter who came up with the idea. We left it to him.
Now, you've done some special things, too, in the back of this, and what did you do in terms of the bed of this pickup truck?
Behind the top here, we got a tray that pulls right out for anything, for your luggage, gadgets, whatnot.
So how much you got invested into this?
Can't really be said because my wife is here.
Judy, what do you think about that?
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about this.
Paul, I want to introduce you to Gil Dunn.
Gil, nice to meet you. Paul. Pleasure to meet you. Now, you have a beautiful Econoline pickup truck. It's a 1963, isn't it?
That's right. And it's a truck I've had for about 11 years. It's got at least one thing that's really interesting about it. It was a military truck. Ford won the contract to make 65 of these, lowest bidder. And they went to Air Force bases all through the Southeast.
So there was only 65 of these made this way?
Yeah, they were all identical because that's how the spec was, you know?
Now, Gil, did you restore this yourself or someone else do it?
I bought it. It was supposed to have been restored, but like all that stuff, that was sort of cosmetic on the outside. So there was a lot of work that went into it. I didn't do the final paint because that takes a lot of skill.
So, Gil, let's have a look at that interior.
Okay.
So I noticed the interior on this is absolutely stunning. You did a wonderful job with it.
Thank you. The interior, we were so far behind by the time we got to that I actually took it to a local place for that.
So now, the colors match up really well. I noticed, the pink matches with the pink, and you did a great job. Now, you do drive this a lot. I can tell that you have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, in fact, I just got back from Arkansas with it.
Thanks for sharing it with us, Gil.
I enjoyed talking about it.
One of my favorite vehicles here today. So, Bob, who are we here with now?
Let me introduce you to Mike Shumway.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
So here we got a travel wagon, is that what they call it?
It's a travel wagon, yep. It's a conversion van like you might buy today. You go to the dealer, you order it up out of a catalog, they send it off to a company in Illinois, and it comes back and you pick it up and you get the camper.
Now, this is a 1964, so they actually did these things way back then.
Yes.
And what kind of options does this have?
Well, with the camper top, you could get all kinds of things. It came originally with a refrigerator and a stove, and the brochures actually said it would seat a family of 6, sleep a family of 6 in here. I'm not sure where they fit them all, but it has a hammock up in the top and all kinds of different awnings and tents you could hang on it.
Now, did you ever use it for camping?
We did go camping in it once, yeah.
Once?
Once, so we could say we went camping in it.
Was it with a family of 6?
No, it was not.
Was it crowded?
It was not that crowded, yep, exactly.
All right, so this is all in original condition, it appears.
Well, when I got the van a few years ago, the interior had all been gutted out, so I actually put in the passenger van interior, which is a little more practical, but we have a lot of fun with the camper, go to local shows and things like that.
Oh, you did. It's really nice. It looks like it's an all-original vehicle. Gee, I wouldn't touch it if I were you.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with it.
Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you, Paul.
I want to thank Fred. Great day today, Fred. Great host. Bob did a great job organizing this. I had a wonderful time today. I met some great people today. I learned a lot about vanning. We saw some great vans. I'm Paul Manette. Until next time, I'll be cruising New England.